Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Rutavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusantadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha, the ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki. O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 18th Adhyaya of Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. And Sri Krishna has already taught us, has already explained to us how we can attain the moksha, how we can attain nirvana, how we can attain liberation from this repeated cycles of birth and death by way of giving up, by way of renunciation, by way of sannyasa, by way of tyaga, and what is to be given up, what is to be renounced. That also Sri Krishna told us with this profound teaching. Through this wonderful dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, we have got to know that truth. And like us, in fact, more better, with more clarity than us, has Sanjay listened to that talk, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Sanjay is so much indebted to Veda Vyasa, who gave him that divine vision, and that sitting in Hastinapur, he could actually see what is happening there on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He could himself see how Arjuna is getting dejected, getting under the despondency, becoming Vishad, and giving up, throwing away bows and bow and arrow, and slumping into the chariot, telling Krishna, I can no more fight. I cannot fight my cousins, evil they may be. I cannot fight Bhishma, Drona, Krupa, all these great souls. I cannot fight. I cannot be the cause of this massacre that is going to happen. I will not fight. And having got so much frustrated, dejected, despondent, then Sri Krishna gave him all the advice. Sri Krishna taught him about each and every aspect of the yoga system and telling him, my dear child, this is the way you should perform. And see the end result? Arjuna is all charged up. Arjuna is all geared up. Arjuna has thrown away that the despondency. Arjuna has thrown that all the confusion has vanished. All the doubts are gone. And Arjuna, with the sthira buddhi, with that steadfast determination, now is willing to do whatever Lord has told him, whatever his Guru has told him. So this is what is happening, and just look at the fortune of Sanjaya. Just an ordinary being, but he had that good fortune of listening to each and every word that was spoken of between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Such a wonderful fortune. Now, Sanjay also had a great legacy behind him, for that matter. He must have done so many good deeds in the past lives that although in this particular birth he was born as a charioteer, as a Sarathi of Dhritarashtra, but he had great wisdom that he had carried forward with him. The moment Sri Krishna narrated explained this entire yoga system to Arjuna, Sanjay had that intellect. Sanjay had that sense to grasp the essence of the Lord's words. If it were, if none of the same words, even Dhritarashtra listened from Sanjaya what Krishna was telling, but it made no impact on Dhritarashtra. But Sanjay is so charged up, his hair standing on the end, Roma Harshana. He is getting into that excited state of enlightenment, of illumination, having got that wonderful knowledge which otherwise was impossible for Sanjaya to get. It was a God gift that Sanjaya got, the teachings from Sri Krishna directly. Although the teachings were meant for Arjuna, Sanjay also partook of them. But Sanjay was not an ordinary soul, or the born as ordinary Sarathi. He was a great soul. He could relate to what Sri Krishna is teaching Arjuna. He could relate, he could understand, he could grasp the yoga system taught by Yogeshwara to his beloved child. Other ordinary person, he might have taken it, oh, Krishna has told something to Arjuna, and at the end, Arjuna has said, okay, boss, I will listen to your words, I will do whatever you say. That is how any ordinary person would have summarized this talk between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Sri Krishna told him so many things. He told him about this, that. And ultimately, Arjuna said that, yes, I will do. But that didn't happen with Sanjaya. Sanjaya had extracted that entire truth. Sanjaya had assimilated the teachings of the Lord. He had that caliber. He had that capability. He had that intellect. And he had that great fortune. He had the merits from the past births that could create an impact on his mind of the Lord's teaching. He could relate to it. He could understand it. And therefore he told Dhritarashtra that this wonderful yoga system that the Yogeshwara himself has taught to Arjuna. What a great fortune it has been to me. And so much indebted Sanjaya is to Vyasa for providing that Divya Drishti, that Vyasa Prasadat Shrutavan etad guhyam aham param. Guhyam param guhyam aham shrutvan. I have listened to this absolute profound secret, profound teaching. This I have listened only because of the grace of Vyasa. And whose teaching it is? Not of teaching of any ordinary guru. The teaching of the yogam, this yoga system taught by whom? Yogeshwarat Krishnat Sakshat Kathayataha Swayam. Yogeshwara Krishna Sakshat himself is telling it. What more you want? It is not somebody has blabbered the teachings of Sri Krishna written in the Bhagavad Gita like I am doing here, sitting in front of this laptop and recording the teachings of Sri Krishna and sharing it with all of us. That is not the case of Sanjaya. Sanjaya has heard it from Krishna himself. Yogeshwarat Krishnat Sakshat Kathayataha Swayam. Swayam Yogeshwara Krishna Kathayataha. All this yoga system has been declared, has been expounded, has been deliberated by the Yogeshwara Krishna himself. And Sanjay is just overwhelmed. Sanjay is so much delighted. Sanjay doesn't have enough words to express his gratitude, his sense of the learning, what he has learnt out of this dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. He is just beyond words and is extremely excited. His hair is standing on end. He has understood each and every word that Krishna has spoken to Arjuna. He has understood each and every doubt that Arjuna expressed, and he has understood each and every word that Sri Krishna spoke to get rid of that doubt that Arjuna had expressed. Such a wonderful fortune with which Sanjay was born. Now, Sanjay is not willing to give up that the feeling that he has got. Sanjay is not willing to give up delight, the enlightenment that he has received from listening to this dialogue again and again, again and again. Sanjay is just remembering. Sanjay is saying, Rājansaṃsmṛtya saṃsmṛtya saṃvādamimamadbhutam Keśavārjunayoḥ puṇyaṃ hṛṣyāmi cha muhurmuhuḥ. Sanjay said, I am again and again, repeatedly, I am remembering. Saṃsmṛtya, saṃsmṛtya. Smrtya is memory. Saṃsmṛtya, I am remembering again and again. I just cannot get things passed over me. I just can't forget it. Repeatedly I am remembering. Rajan, O king. O king. Oh, now he is talking to Dhritarashtra. He knows he is talking to the king. He knows he is Sarathi of the king. But look at the fortune of this Sarathi who is talking to the king. He says, I am remembering again and again. O Rajan, saṃsmṛtya saṃsmṛtya saṃvādamimamadbhutam. Again and again I am remembering, I am recollecting this wonderful dialogue. He is just not willing to let it go. Otherwise people say, let go, let go, let go. No, that is not happening with Sanjay. Sanjay is not able to let go. Sanjay is not able to forget. Sanjay is not able to give up thinking about that wonderful dialogue. Sanjay says, again and again I am remembering saṃsmṛtya saṃsmṛtya saṃvādamimamadbhutam. This wonderful dialogue again and again is coming to my mind. Keśavārjunayoḥ. This samvada of Keshava and Arjuna. Says samvada between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Puṇyaṃ hṛṣyāmi cha muhurmuhuḥ. This is such a holy dialogue. This holy dialogue between Keshava and Arjuna. hṛṣyāmi. I am rejoicing. Muhurmuhuḥ. Again and again. Again and again I am remembering. Again and again this wonderful dialogue, this wonderful holy, the sacred dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna is coming to my mind. And again I am rejoicing what I have heard. Again and again I am enjoying that delightful experience. I am enjoying that wonderful experience of listening to the Lord's words and the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. No, let go of this thing. We may let go of so many things, but Sanjay is not willing. Sanjay has fixed himself. He has fixed himself to the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Each and every word he is just remembering again and again. Each and every word that the Lord spoke, that Arjuna spoke, he is rejoicing the pleasure, the delight that he has received while hearing this dialogue. He is enjoying that experience of horripilation, the hair standing on end. What a wonderful experience. I mean, out of blue it must have come to Sanjaya. He might not have expected this enlightenment at all. His expectation initially would have been, okay, Lord Vedavyasa has given me this Divya Drishti and Dhritarashtra wants me to narrate what is happening there. So I am seeing and I will do a live commentary, running commentary of what is happening there. This Gitopadesh, this song celestial must be out of blue for him. But Sanjay was such an elevated soul for that matter, that he grasped the Lord's teaching. And look in what the condition in which Sanjay has landed himself. He is just not willing to forget the Lord's teachings. No. He has got hold of that treasure. He has got hold of that great teaching. He has got hold of that entire yoga system which is taught by Yogeshwara Krishna himself. And he is just enjoying it, remembering it again and again and again and again. So that is what Sanjay has become now, listening to Sri Krishna's teachings to Arjuna, although it was a dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. The ultimate recipient of that entire teaching was Arjuna. But we found such a tremendous change in Sanjaya also. Sanjaya also has got that wonderful knowledge because of the grace of his Guru, who gave him that Divya Drushti of listening and partaking of Sri Krishna's advice. The delight that Sanjaya enjoys indicates the sublimity of the scripture. What a great teaching Bhagavad Gita is. But to understand the teaching of Sri Krishna, it needs a simple, humble, pious soul like Sanjaya. Of course, Arjuna was the first beneficiary of that knowledge, and that transformed Arjuna from that state of despondency, from that state of delusion, getting into that state of sthirata, getting into that state of fixity of mind, that yes, now I have understood. Now my delusion has gone. Now all the confusion and the doubts have been removed. Now I will do what you have asked me to do. That kind of clarity now has dawned on Arjuna. And look at the good fortune of Sanjaya. Sanjaya also has realized the truth in Lord's words. Sanjaya also has realized the import of the teachings of Sri Krishna, and he is absolutely overwhelmed now. He cannot forget. He says, I am remembering again and again and again. And not only that, not only just remembering, I am rejoicing the enlightenment that I have received again and again. hṛṣyāmi muhurmuhuḥ. It is not just saṃsmṛtyam saṃvādamimamadbhutam. Keśavārjunayoḥ puṇyaṃ, the puṇyaṃ saṃvādam. I am also rejoicing. This enlightenment, this samvada has brought unto me. Such a great fortune for dear Sanjaya. So that was the 76th Shloka, Sanjaya expressing his delight because he has really understood Krishna's teaching, because he has really assimilated the teachings of the Lord. And with such a confidence, with such a joy, with such a pleasure, Sri Krishna is, Sanjaya is just enjoying that happiness, that delight that he has received, listening and assimilating to the Lord's words. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.